artist, here's how you can start your art coaching classes in 2025 step by step action. So, today we are going to explore and find the right way to start your art classes by just sitting at your home. You don't need to go anywhere, and that's the superpower of these AI generations. So, let's get started. So, if you don't know me, hi, my name is Anna Hamlani. I'm an artist, art coach, and even a public speaker. So today I'm going to share you all the steps which I've gone through and started my art coaching classes and the mistakes that you can avoid which I have made and wasted my months together. So don't worry, I'm going to warn you first only not to repeat that mistakes and you can improve and go with more speed. So today we are going to explore the formula and MOWS formula which I have created to start your coaching classes. This is a simple 5-step formula with the 5 letters, that is MOWS. And that is super simple. With 5 steps you can easily start your art classes by just sitting at your home. So before beginning and going deep down in this formula, first we'll understand what are the mistakes that I made and that you can avoid doing that. So let's see what are that. Today I'm going to tell you the top 3 mistakes that I have made in my life of art coaching business. Number 1, not marketing. This is the biggest mistake that I have found because when I started, that is, I was completely beginner and not having clarity what to do, where to go, and how to go. So by doing all the mistakes, I found that not marketing is the biggest mistakes that I have done. I was just finding that I was just thinking that why students are not coming to my classes, even though I'm providing lots of value, lots of gifts, lots of value, more than they pay. And the mistake was not marketing. I was just sitting and feeling that people will come to me and they will ask for the classes, but that is no, this is not will happen. That is a totally wrong roadmap to go ahead, right? People don't know your skills, people don't know your value, people don't know your skill, people don't know what do you teach, and people even don't know what value do you provide. If you don't show them, they are not going to buy. So show your artworks. Mistakes was not marketing. The solution for it, that is, build your social presence in social media like LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, again Instagram. Show your skills and build the trust in your target audience. Mistake number 2 is not valuing my skill. That's a great mistake, that I was thinking that I'm not good enough. I don't think that this would be worth for my skill. Oh, that is big mistake I have done. And if I don't value my skills, no one is going to value my work. And that's totally true. So let's understand that with a simple and small story what happened. There was a one tailor who used to stitch the clothes for kings and queens. One day he went. Every time he went in that, no one values him. Everyone don't remove time for giving the measurement of for stitching that clothes. He used to just sit hours together out of the rooms to just they come and give their measurement and then he can leave. His time is wasted because he don't value his skill and even he don't charge worth of his skill. One day, another tailor was a famous tailor because he was famous because he valued his skill and he valued his time too. He said that I'm going to only come for 30 minutes. I only have 30 minutes. If you don't come, sorry, I will not able to take the measurements. That day, everyone was on the time to take the measurement, and even that tailor was offered the tea, water, and everyone was valuing his skills and time because that person himself value his skill and time, and the another tailor was just sitting beside of it. Now tell me, who is wrong and who is the right? Telling yes to everyone like a first tailor and listening and being nice is good, or valuing your skill, valuing your time and saying no like a second tailor is the good one? For me, the second one is tailor is good because he valued his skill, and so for that everyone started valuing himself and he became the great tailor. As it same applies to you as well. If you're an artist, you can really understand. If you don't value your skill, no one is going to value your skill. To start valuing and avoid this second mistakes, and the solution for this is that make your own presence and value your skills so people will value you. Mistake number 3, only keep on teaching to your students. Oh, that is really boring, and nowadays students are getting really bored very easily, very quickly, because they are impatient. They don't have little bit also patience, and if you just keep on teaching them, they are not going to stay for the long period in your art classes. So do you also want to stop your students and want to engage with your students in your classes? So avoid these mistakes. Don't just keep on teaching. Let's have some fun with them also. Here are super quick ideas that you can also implement in your art classes so that your students are engaged in your art classes, even though if it is offline or online. Number 1 thing, whenever they come, enter the class. If it is offline, you can just give a high five and just sit them. And in this beginning of the class, you can just have fun music playing for the 5 minutes to boost their energy and bring their creativity out. And you might think that what if my class is online? Don't worry, this also it applies for you. If you just start taking first 5 minutes of a class, playing music and dancing with your students, even though they are at their home, they will really enjoy and they will try to come first for the class, to join fast, because if they don't join, they will miss the dance of that day. So this will be keep engaging your students and having some fun. Even their parents will recommend and you will get more students in your class end of that day. Next thing is that whenever they leave the class or whenever it is offline, when you cut the class, ask them to bless each other. Bless means giving these hands and blessing with their names with all the creativity. Otherwise, next option is you can just give a high five like this to keep them engaging and make them feel good of that day, and give some small task for completing and come up showing tomorrow with a full of excitement. This will improve your art classes quality, even quantity of the students. You will get end up more and more students in your classes. We have completed with all the mistakes. Now let's go with the formula of NMOWS formula. So N stand for niche clarity. Before starting art classes, you should be having some proper niche that you really love to do. So if you have many more niches like charcoal, graphite, oil painting, watercolor, so decide one thing that you're going to teach it. If you're going to go with all, you're going to burn out of that day. So firstly, identify your niche and write it down. What is that? So that will help you. After identifying your niche, next step is identify what the age that students should be having. For many people don't like to teach small students because they make lots of mess. But some of them have that they love students because super cute to understand and play with them, draw with them. So identify what is the target audience or which standard they should be to make you have a clarity of the future. M stands for marketing. Now, the mistakes I make, that not marketing, but I'm giving you second step, that is to market your classes. Start marketing, sharing, create your carousel, create videos, create posters, and start marketing your classes on WhatsApp group, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook groups. Again, sharing your with your contacts, even in your social groups, like you have your society groups, your family groups. Start sharing your things, and for sure I will give you guarantee that you will be end up in with this at least 5, and giving a minimum number, at least 5 students, you are going to end up with the sales. But for that sales, we have another thing, but I'm just giving you a simple example that if you market, first start with your known circle and then go with your unknown circle. In marketing, we have 2 types of marketing: organic marketing and inorganic marketing. Firstly, start with organic marketing. That is, you do without paying any amount. And in organic marketing is that for running ads. Firstly start with organic marketing. Advertise your classes, as I say, with your known circle, social media, LinkedIn platform, every social media platform. Try to make videos, show results, what you're going to teach it, and that's where you are ready to go ahead. You don't need to go with inorganic, but if you really want to learn how to run the advertisement and want to go with inorganic marketing, comments down and let me know that you want it. I will personally make a special video on it for you all to go with inorganic marketing. So O stands for offer creation. Create your offer and price your course effectively. Most of the people think that their class is just for 30 days, even though they are taking every day, means overall 30 days, and they even price 500 rupees. That's too low. Try to market yourself properly and value your skills. If you don't value, no one is going to value you, as I mentioned before as well. So price it effectively. And if you want the full long video and the depth knowledge how to price your classes effectively, let me know in the comments down below. I will love to create this video for you as well to get more knowledge and get started. I don't want my students, my community members to be stuck anywhere. If you're stuck anywhere, feel free to connect with me. I'm going to help you throughout your journey to make your journey very, very easy and simple with all the small steps and fast track actions. W stands for webinar scripting. If you want to launch your course and want to scale up with your courses or scale up your art classes to 1,000 to 2,000 up to community, you need to start taking a free webinars, offer free webinars, and from there you can start creating your courses like L1, L2, L3. This is the totally different game, but I'm here to help you. I'm slowly you will learn that all the things, but if don't go depth and don't try to be perfect, start taking small action and start it from today with imperfect actions. Webinar scripting is a totally different game that I will be helping you to do in the upcoming videos. S stands for sales. In sales also, we have 5 different types of sales. Number 1 sale is one-on-one sale, where you do the one-on-one call and sell your classes. Then next is group selling. That is webinar selling. There are hundreds of people in the webinar on Zoom call, and there you end up the selling. Next is Third is video scaling, where you are creating videos, posting on social media, and there end up you are getting the sales from the social media. Next is written sellings, where you write the post like on LinkedIn and you end up with the sales. That is known as written selling. And the last is call selling, where you do the call with the students, those who are really interested, and end up with the sale on a call. These are the 5 different types of sales. We don't go in the depth in more, but if you really want to learn these 5 different types of sales, I'm really love to create that video. Comment down where are you struggling with. I would really love to create that videos for you all. That we have completed our formula and also the mistakes that we can avoid before starting art classes and scale up your art classes super fast in this 2025. If you really want to learn more, let me know in the comments down below. Share your learnings and what do you really like about this video. Don't forget to hit subscribe button if you really want to know how to start your art classes this summer itself. I'm going to come with the summer ideas that you can create in your art classes so that you can scale up your art classes business very easily and smoothly in the upcoming videos. For till that time, stay tuned, like this video, and see you in the next video. So, tada, bye bye.